Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 20 of Rising with Rice, this college football promotion and relegation universe. We are in the first round of the playoffs and we will be facing the Duke Blue Devils. Let's have a quick run through their roster and see what they look like. So their starting QB is a 81 overall backfield creator, Gerald Streeter. Running back 87, Zach Carter will be starting, and we've also got Parker Baguette who will be backing him up. Biggums is injured. No fullbacks on the roster. Wide receiver room 91, 87, 85, 83, 83. They don't really have any speedsters though. Their highest speed guy is 94 speed Gabe Angel, and we can definitely combat that. Tight end is a poor room for them, 71, 70 and 65. Offensive line, they have an 84 left tackle, an 80 left guard, a 91 centre, look at all these physicals, platinum quick step and quick drop, and gold screen enforcer. Right guard 86 and right tackle 84. So they have an 89 rated offense. I think that's a little bit too high. I wouldn't rate that as an 89. I think that's overinflated there. Moving on to defense, 81 left edge, 83 right edge. Defensive tackle room led by an 84 red-shirted sophomore and an 82 sophomore. Sam linebacker 73, 77 and 72. Mike linebacker 79, 77, 75, 75. Right, so their linebacking room, not much to be afraid of, neither is their defensive line, so their secondary must be good. Oh no, we can definitely have a go at their corners. Holly needs to be on his game today. That's a corner room we can take advantage of, as well as a safety. Oh please, that is not an 86 rated defense or an 89 rated offense. This team is our phonies. They shouldn't be rated 87 overall. We should have their number. I am confident that we are going to beat Duke. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get into it. I think we're going to win this. We are going to beat Duke. First round of the college playoff. We've been here before. We have won 2 playoff games in the past. This occasion isn't going to be too big for us. And look at that. We're at home as well. I think it's our first home playoff game. I'm pretty sure the 3 playoff games we've played in the past have all been away. This is special, our first home playoff game, and we've got this. With our other playoff games, I didn't think we'd win any of them, and we won 2. However, this one, I do believe we are going to win. I'm confident. This team is not as good as their ratings make out to believe, and we start the game with a 6-yard sack. Thank you very much, just backing up my point. This sold out game, everyone's going crazy, including that stadium pulse, which is going to be a lot harder for their QB to try and do something. An incomplete pass, that shouldn't have been incomplete. The guy out there was wide open and the QB throws to his feet. 3rd and 16. And they only get 3 yards on that pass. We make Duke go 3 and out. And we start with brilliant field position on our 47. Can we make it count? We only gain a yard there with Bytrail running the ball. Khaled is back in the backfield. Are we going to go for another run? Or is it going to be a pass? It's going to be a pass by Holly. To Khaled, who steps out of bounds, losing 2. Are we going to squander this very good starting field position? Certainly looks like it. Holly gets taken down. 2 punts to open the game. Can we make Duke go 3 and out twice in a row? We made Liberty's start in the conference game hell. If we can do the same here, we will be laughing. They get 3 on that opening play. We swarm the QB, but he gets the ball out in time. And Duke get a first down, ensuring they won't go 3 and out. As long as we can keep the fans going crazy like they currently are, this game will be very good for us. Listen, don't let them have the momentum. We need to keep everything on our side, because they are a better team. Though I do think their ratings were slightly inflated. They didn't deserve to be them high, I don't think. On their 49-yard line now for Duke. And they get that pass forward for 6 yards, meaning they are into our territory. I'm not worried. We're going to win this. I can see us coming away with the victory against Duke and heading into the next round of the playoffs. As we come into this game as the 5th ranked team in the country. We beat Liberty last time out and we took their ranking. They were number 5 and we showed everyone that we deserve to be number 5 and not that crap hole Liberty. Duke are moving the ball well though, but this time the play action doesn't work. We had a guy all over it. Stuber didn't bite. And we sack their QB for a loss of 8. That's what we needed to see. Get more momentum. And they get it back. And then some. That was a good pass as our number 1 corner, JP Babcock, goes down injured. Didn't look too bad. Shouldn't miss too much time. But whenever you're missing your top corner, it's never going to go well. Luckily, we've got pretty good depth at corner, as the QB is going to keep the ball on a scramble. And we are over it. Thank you. 2nd and 10. Come on, we need something to get the crowd back. Let's get another sack. Or a good TFL like that. They lose 2 on that running back run. 3rd and 12. Come on, boys. We've got thousands of people behind you. And that is a sack. We break through yet again. Thank you. And I just thought I still haven't altered the holding the penalty sliders. Just keep forgetting. Let's hope that doesn't screw us too many times during this game. Duke get their first points of the game. Can we match them? They went 3 and out and then got a field goal. We've gone 3 and out. And well, that sack probably not going to help us. Looking at 2nd and 17. Are we looking at a potential back-to-back 3 and outs to open this game? Holly with a completed pass, but only 4 yards. 3rd and 13. It isn't looking good for us. Holly, what can you do? You can find an open man. That is our tight end Naddy, and we don't go 3 and out again. We get the ball up to our 43. That's what we needed. A good long completion then. And Holly yet again with another completion. Back-to-back big plays. That was Dante Sims, our 6'5" contested specialist. He is our number 1 receiver. Feed him and good things will happen. But that pass is incomplete. We're at Duke's 39. Can we get any closer? Throw out to Khaled. Outside. But he gets taken down for a gain of 0. 3rd and 10. I believe we're just inside field goal range, but Holly gets sacked. We lose 7 and we'll be punting the ball. Here we go then for Duke. Can they get more points on the board? They got 3 last time. Quick little pop pass and they get 4 for about 13. I believe our defence does have the edge on this offence. So can we use that? Ratings wise says that it's going to be a lot closer than you imagine, but I do believe, yeah, our defence is better. However, Duke are starting to string some good plays together already into our half. What can we do to push them back and prevent them? Not much there as they gain 16. Come on, boys. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Our offensive line holds up. It gets the ball away just in time. The one-on-one there broke down. 2nd and 7 for Duke. It is going to be a pass, and it is broken up, thankfully. Crowd going nuts. 3rd and 7 on our 29-yard line. And we are going to get to the QB. I thought he was going to scramble, but we get to him just in time to get our 4th sack of the game. So Duke 6-0 in front now. Can we get some points on this drive to try and reel them in, as that first pass is incomplete? Not having too much success with the pass. Get a screen off. We do get 1 block in front. We don't get the first down. 3rd and 2. Only 8 there. Can we get the 2 yards required? Holly is going to keep the ball. And he... Oh, I didn't think he got it then. If he did, it must have been by the barest of margins. But we do get a fresh set of downs. There's going to be a screen. Some good blocks for Khaled in front. And he gains 9 there. So 2 screens, gains of 17 yards combined. It looks like that might be a good play to use a few times this game. Going off the averages, Duke are struggling to contain the screen. But we do convert for the fresh set of downs. Throw over the middle, and that is incomplete. That is a flag. I guess that's going to be a holding. It's what it usually is. Backed up 10 yards for a 1st and 20, but that's not going to help. Boykins with a full start, pushing us back a further 5 yards. Now it's a 1st and 25. Thanks, Boykins. Holly with a rapid pass out wide, only for a gain of 4. 2nd and 21. And that is a sack, and Holly goes down injured. He gets straight back up. Might only miss 1 play. But backup quarterback Powers is going to come in. And he's got a very, very hard task in front of him. And that is incomplete. What we need is a quick 3 and out here for Duke. We don't want them to get any more points on the board. As that pass nearly gets that first down. 2nd and inches. And that pass does get the first down this time. Already back into our half on our 45-yard line. 3.5 minutes remain in this first half. Oh, that's a pancake by number 56. Stiff arm by their running back. Oh dear. Duke are on the march to make this game at least 9-0. At least we take down their running back for a loss of 1 there. 2nd and 11. Probably going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Well, that's incomplete. So we're now a 3rd and 11. So we can save a timeout. 2 minutes 21 remain. The QB doesn't know what to do. He just gets the ball out before being sacked. The ball goes out of bounds, stopping the clock, and now they're going to take a 3. We have a 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. Can we march 80 yards down the field and score a touchdown? 2-minute warning, been and gone. We only got 2 yards on that opening play. As we get the first down, Dante Sims getting the catch and falling forward. He is a big boy at 6'5". Our 34-yard line, 1 minute 50. All 3 timeouts, we got plenty of time. Holly over the middle of the field to Mr. Hussein. Small man 17. And we get it to the halfway line. We are cruising. We don't need to worry. We're going to get some points here. We're going to cut this deficit in half, as that should have been picked. We are very, very lucky. Number 5 should have taken that for Duke. We get a reprieve. It is 2nd and 10. Holly, you need to be a little bit smarter than that, buddy boy. As we're looking at a 3rd and 5 now, just over a minute remains. It's going to be a ball handed off to Khaled. He had plenty of blockers in front of him to the right, but he decides to cut back to the middle. We use our first timeout with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, that's brilliant room given to us by our offensive line. Maybe we should be running more with Khaled, or maybe, well, he gets taken down big time there. A massive hit. Luckily, he holds onto the ball. Sustains a TFL, though, for his troubles. But we have 1 timeout remaining. Oof, he tries a spin move. Can he get the block? The spin move didn't work. He had a block in front of him, but a little bit too late. Couldn't really do anything about it. We're now looking at a 3rd and 8. If we don't get this, it'll be a field goal. Holly had time, gets over to Sims in the middle of the field, but only for a gain of like 4. Meaning we are taking a field goal to get our first points on the board. Are Duke going to be able to get some points here with 22 seconds left? A couple of big plays. They got the timeouts. They are definitely going to be looking. But they're not going to call a timeout. Are they even going to get one more playoff in this first half? They are. It's just going to be a run. And we can stop that and move on to the second half. We start with the ball in the second half. Time to make amends for the poor first half showing. Let's get some points on this drive. And I'm talking 7 points. I ain't talking about the 3. I mean, 3 will be alright, but I want the 7. And that's hopefully what our boys are going to do for us. Empty backfield for Holly. And he gets taken down. A loss of 6. Meaning 3rd and 14. We might be going 3 and out to open up the second half. Yes, we are. Back-to-back sacks ruin the drive. Thanks to the back-to-back sacks, Duke starting on their 47. Some fantastic starting position for them. Are they able to capitalise? It looks like they will with an opening pass for 9 yards. They're on our 44. And that's going to be another completion for a gain of 16 on our 28 now. There's going to be a run. And that gets 4 for 6. This looks like an unstoppable juggernaut at the minute, this offense. We are not able to do much about it whatsoever. QB keeps it. And he gets 4 for 7 on our 15-yard line. And that is a good catch down to the 1. Duke probably going to run it in here. And are they going to get the first touchdown of this playoff game? It is going to be a run. He doesn't get in somehow. He was right there on the line. This could be a QB sneak. Of course it isn't. It's only 2nd and goal. Another run by the running back. And he gets in this time. Right, boys. We need to focus up here. Points are a necessity on this drive. We are down by 13. Even 3 will be alright. Obviously, I want 7, but we'll take 3 to cut it down to at least 10 points. Holly gets absolutely pile-drived into the ground and somehow keeps hold of the ball without fumbling it, which I'm happy for that. Well, that's fantastic, considering his carry skills is probably very low. But we open up the second half, back-to-back 3 and outs. Duke leading by 13 on our 46-yard line. It's going to be a run. He runs into the back of one of his defensive linemen, and we take him down for a loss of 1. We need to show up big here on the defense. We need to get that ball back as soon as possible. And it's not going to happen. They get another first down. Duke are starting to pile on the pressure. Just outside field goal range, they are looking to add more points onto the board. Did it hit their receiver in the head then? Happened pretty quickly. Like he hit him in the head. I'm surprised he didn't grab that. Although he did have 3 of our players around him. Running back gets the ball and he gets a fantastic block in front of him. That offensive lineman just ragdolled our defender. Down to the 30-yard line for Duke as we take down the running back for a loss of 3. Finally having our way with him a little bit as their QB decides to keep the ball, sustains a massive hit. Doesn't fumble though. 3rd and 16. A sack here would put them out of field goal range. That would be huge. Can we do that? Can we achieve the sack? We can indeed. For our 5th sack, 4th and 22. And yes, that pushes them out of field goal range. They will be punting. That's exactly what we needed. Right, come on. Stop playing about now. That's a great block in front. Why didn't he hold the block? But that's a brilliant spin move. I was not expecting that. He seemed a little bit too big to be doing a spin move, but it worked. But yeah, if that block was held in front of him, that would have been a little bit better. Right, come on. No more being silly. Nadi, the tight end, gets a good grab and forward for 12 yards. We've got to be quick here though, boys. Can't really afford to just be pissing around with threes anymore. We need to get these touchdowns. 4 for 6 on that pass. 10 minutes 50 remains, trailing by 13 at home to Duke. And that's a very good grab again by Nadi, our tight end. He has been so solid for us these past 4 years. It's going to be a shame when we lose him at the end of this year. Holly, with all the time in the world, scrambles forward for 2. Obviously, there was nothing downfield, but he had the time. Our offensive line was holding up well there. 2nd and 8, and that is what we needed. A great strike over the middle, putting us just outside Duke's red zone on the 21-yard now. A screen to the outside. He does have one block in front, but a couple of defenders come screaming in and take down Khaled for only 4 yards on that screen. It's going to be another screen play, but the ball just falls onto the floor. 3rd and 6. Probably going to be a field goal here if we can't convert, but I would like more. Out wide. And we can't convert. 4th and 5. We are going to take the 3. We trail by 10. 7:40 left in the game. We have to get the ball back as soon as possible. This needs to be a 3 and out. We need the best defensive plays called here. We need our boys to step up big, and that's going to help. They lose 4 on 1st down. Another performance like that and we'll be happy. I thought that was going to be incomplete. I was waiting to see if it drops to the ground or not, but it did not. They gain 12, 3rd and 2. This is huge. This has got to be stopped here, so we need to score twice. It is not. Now Duke are just going to burn as much clock as possible, and you can't blame them for that. It's going to be hand off to the running back, who stretches out wide, and he gets the 1st down. Remains in bounds as well. More clock gets burnt. 5:20 remains. And they're just not missing. Up to our 42-yard line for Duke. All they need to do is just run the ball and they'll be fine. It will burn clock. It will make the ball safe. 4 minutes 15 remain. As each second passes, so does our chances of winning go down the drain. 3rd and 7, they won't be taking a field goal if we can hold them here. But we've got to do that. Their running back gets through for a 1st down. Oh, he doesn't. 4th and inches. I thought he had it. And Duke are going for it. They convert here. It will be practically the game. And they're unable to. We get the sack. That is huge. Oh, that is brilliant. meaning we start at R42. 2 minutes 58 remains. We need 10 points. A field goal will be all right here. Oh, what a great block for Bytel. Hurry up, offense needs to be quick. As Holly, I thought he was going to get taken down, but he finds our guy, Dante Sims. We lose Rice Bickham to injury. But this is what we need. We need to be quick. We need to be furious. 2:38 remains. Come on, Holly. Get that ball downfield. And that's picked off. Oh, no. I mean, that wasn't even accurate. What was going through Holly's head? Is he being paid off? That was horrendous. It's not game over, but Duke have probably won. We begin using our timeouts. 2nd and 4 for Duke. They get 4 for a couple of yards there with Zach Carter, their running back. But they now have a 3rd and 1. This has to be a stop. We only have 1 timeout remaining. It's got to be a run by them, surely. It's a pass, and the wide open receiver, he is into our side of the field. And that will be game. We have no timeouts remaining. It will go down to the 2-minute warning. And their running back has gone down to the 10-yard line. Duke are going to win in this playoff game. I really wish we had more competition for Max Holly. 112 yards in a playoff game is just not good enough. Rushing wise, only 29 yards for Khaled. 37, minus 37 for Holly. It's just a really bad performance in general by us. I mean, we had a couple of sacks for Scroggins, a couple of Saskura, 2 for RU as well. Overall, just an abysmal performance. In his first full season playing, Dwayne Scroggins, the single season record for sacks being set by Rice, he has broken. This is going to be a very special guy for us. I can't wait to see him grow, the elite dev defensive tackle. It is time to go through the promotions and relegations. So, Central USA was won by Georgia State, so they get promoted and they going up to the Sun Belt. And in the Sun Belt game, Ohio State are going up. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I decided to get rid of the independents and fill out the Sun Belt. Because the Sun Belt has 2 conferences, East and West, I was thinking that maybe we go 2 up from Central USA, so 1 from one conference in the Sun Belt, 1 down from the other, and put the 2 up. I don't know though. I'll see how I feel in a couple of seasons, but I'm thinking about potentially doing that. So yeah, Ohio State move up from the Sun Belt to the MAC. Obviously, we won in the MAC, so we get promoted up to the American. In the American, Central Michigan beat East Carolina, so they move up to the Mountain West Conference. And the winners of that were BYU. They beat Houston. Yeah, fuck you, Houston. And BYU, who got relegated last year from the ACC, go straight back up. And speaking of go straight back up, Nebraska, who got relegated last year from the Pac-12, they win the ACC and they're going straight back up to the Pac-12. And in the Pac-12, the winners are Mississippi State, destroying Duke, so they get promoted into the Big Ten. And in the Big Ten, Iowa destroy Baylor by 21 points, so they get promoted to the Big 12. And in the Big 12, the promoted team this year is Ole Miss, who narrowly beats Notre Dame. So Ole Miss are back in the SEC. And the SEC champions and champions of our leagues is Oregon. They defeat Ohio State, Oregon being the number 1 ranked team in the country. Now let's go through the relegations. So the worst team in the country is South Alabama. In the bottom division, they go 1-7, 1-11 overall, So South Alabama, congratulations, you are the worst team in the country. Moving up into the Sun Belt. Now here's what I mean with its... there's so many teams in here now, I feel like I could potentially move 2 down. But we'll stick with 1 just for the meantime. And currently that team going down is Jacksonville State. Going at 1-11 and 0-11 in the conference. In the MAC, it is the battle of the 2 armed forces schools. Navy and Army both go 1-8 in the conference. Both go 2-10 overall. But the team going down is Army. They scored the least amount of points, only 212. And that is back-to-back promotions for Army. They are slipping. Are they going to struggle in the Sun Belt and get 3 back-to-back relegations in a row? Who knows? But currently, they have back-to-back relegations. Moving on to the American. And the worst team in the American clearly is San Jose State. They didn't win a single conference game and they only won 1 game all year. And guess what? They are also back-to-back relegations, joining Army in falling down these leagues. Not good for San Jose. In the NWC, the worst team this year was Kansas Jayhawks, only winning 1 conference game, going 1-7 with a 4-8 overall record. Boise State in the ACC, going 1-8 in conference, 2-10 overall. See you later, you have been relegated to the MWC. Pac-12, the Indiana Hoosiers, 1-7 in conference play. You are going down to the ACC. You are losing your place in the Pac-12. In the Big Ten, the worst team in this league was South Carolina. Again, only going 1-7, not putting up much of a fight in conference play. Arizona State not looking good in the Big 12. A little bit out of their depth, perhaps. Maybe next year they can come back up in the Big 10 because they have lost their place in the Big 12. And losing their place at the big boy table is the Texas Longhorns. They go 2-6, 6-6 in total. So they come out of the top division and they go down to the Big 12. Maybe we'll schedule them for a game next season and see how we can do against the big boys in Texas. So there's players leaving, and let's see who we've got. So we got Dominique Tima, projected to go in the 4th round in the draft, and Farrow. So both our strong safeties are potentially to get drafted. JP Babcock, our corner 1, predicted to go 4th round overall. Now here's the thing. We're going to lose a couple of people with coach prestige because we lost our defensive coordinator, and I think in the 3rd week. So when it came to picking coaches, there weren't many good coaches left, and I had to hire a coach with F, coach prestige, which brought down our coach prestige total, which means these 4 players who were completely safe all of a sudden, they don't want to be here anymore. So we have 7 persuasion attempts. Obviously, the most important are Stoner, elite dev right tackle, and Braham, elite dev left tackle. So we get save 2 for them. We need to try and work out some other players that I want to keep, like David Power, backup QB. He is going. 2 other QBs as well. That's not good. I need to spend on this. Okay, that's not good. We're going to only have 2 QBs on the roster. I'm going to need to try and get some in the transfer portal. So Khaled and Sims are both projected to go to the NFL. I think we can potentially keep them. We're going to try and persuade and make them come back for their senior year. Khaled is staying. Now Sims, Khaled is staying. Will you stay as well? He's going to the draft, going to be a round 7 pick when he could have stayed 1 more year and solidified himself as a much better chance of getting drafted higher. 2 more. I would like to have potentially done them on other people, But them QBs, I needed to keep them. I can't just have 2 QBs on the roster. Well, now we are going to have them, but still. Right, Jalil Stoner. No. And then Braham, other elite dev. What a fucking shame. So here we are at National Signing Day. And yeah, it's not going to be a good class. I have already said this. But let's go through and have a look at the transfers first. Starting with Jimmy Marrero, sophomore defensive tackle, archetype gap specialist. And he rocks up with an impact dev trait. Then we've got 2 corners, who I'm looking to do at least one of them to strong safety, I think. Jax Pounds, he is a zone archetype corner, so more likely he's going to be going to strong safety with an impact dev trait. And Isaac Sahara, boundary junior with the star dev. Now let's go through and have a look at our college recruits. Well, high school recruits, I should say. No QBs. Honestly, none wanted to join us. There was 0 interest, so we couldn't go for any. Running back, so we do have Jimmy Kopp, the backfield threat. 83 speed, 90 acceleration, and he does have star, which is good for us. Didn't go any fullbacks. So 4 stars, starting off with Clay Herman with a normal dev trait. Braden Quick, normal dev trait. Kofi Bada with his impact dev trait. And Marcus Bienemy with the star dev trait. 89 speed, 90 speed, 85 speed, 84 speed. Tight ends, only 2 stars, we needed them. But yeah, including 1 JUCO. Yeah, not too good. Offensive tackle, we have a 2-star left tackle, David Rains, and a 4-star Raheem Speed, only with the impact dev traits. 2 2-star guards, normal and an impact. A 2-star centre, JUCO transfer. A normal left edge, Victor Ajarututu. Defensive tackle, a 2-star normal, a 4-star impact, and the Jimmy Marrero, the transfer with the impact. Outside linebacker, Zegwu, normal dev trait, normal for Halterman and normal for Wozniak. Mike linebacker position, normal 2-star and a 4-star impact. Corner room, obviously impact, so I looked at these. We also have normal for Matt Ibrahim. Free safety, a 2-star normal, and no one at strong safety. Yeah, just a pretty disappointing class in general. But now there is one person, a couple of people I want to change. So let's have a look. So currently leading our way at strong safety is John Hidegabo, who is a senior. But yeah, I want to say that Jax Pounds is an 82 zone. If we make him a strong safety, what's he going to be? Up to an 84. His archetype will be hybrid. That will do for me. And there's one more, because I think our edge room's a little bit poor. So I want to see what that Marrero, if we move him to edge, does he get a good boost? No, he doesn't. It actually goes down. Okay, we'll be leaving him. And now my favourite part, it is time to upgrade our players. We go from a 76 overall. What can we get up to? Let's start upgrading these players. So we go from a 76 up to an 83 overall, which is very nice. We remain a 3.5-star team, and we begin the season as a 16th ranked in the country in our first season in the American. So we have reached the start of the next season, which means we will end the episode here. Disappointing not to beat Duke. I thought we were better than them. We're going into the game, but they proved they were better than us. But the main thing is, 2 episodes ago we got promoted, so we are in the American, and hopefully we can go again, get promoted, and continue our rise with Rice. Goodbye.